Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be going over the next raid bosses as well as the counters since Niantic is slacking and lacking. So we're going to be seeing potentially Kartana. Not potentially, that's it. And we may just see Celesteela alongside it here. Not 100% confirmed for that, but as you can see from PokeMiners, Deoxys is going to be replaced by Kartana. So Celesteela, we do have the moves. We do have, all that good stuff and the stats. So make sure you do hit the like button, folks, so I can keep you up to date and I will continuously bring you the news you want to see. Just make sure you hit that like button. Taking a look at Celesteela here, fast moves are going to be Air Slash and Smackdown. Now remember, everything is subject to change. Charge moves, Iron Head, Body Slam, Heavy Slam, and Bulldoze. This is going to be a Steel and Flying type. So you're looking at a bulky, tanky, new league Skarmory, essentially, Master League potentially. I don't know with Smackdown and Air Slash, but we'll have to see. It's going to be a definitely fun-looking Pokemon to see in the game. As far as like all this usability, we'll just have to see. It does have decent moves here. Like I said, it is going to be a Steel and Psychic, or sorry, Steel and Flying. Max CP 5,507, Attack 207, 199 for Defense, and 119 for Stamina. Taking a look at Kartana, which is going to be very interesting. A Grass and Steel type. Oh, it's going to burn, baby, burn. It's going to be having for the fast moves Air Slash and Razor Leaf. Again, subject to change for all of these moves, but more than likely they will stick. Charge moves, Leaf Blade, X Scissor, Night Slash, and Aerial Ace. Okay, it's getting stabbed from Leaf Blade as well as Razor Leaf. All right, so I see no Steel type moves here. Now, something that comes into mind when you think of Steel and Grass. What is that? Oh, it's going to go up in a puff of smoke. You better believe it. And you're going to be able to solo it, I would think. Okay, so taking a look at its stats, it's going to be a Grass and Steel like we went over. Max CP, oh baby, look at that. 4,156. I like to see that. Attack 323. This thing is going to be crazy cool. Defense 182. Stamina 133 on the lower end. That's all right. It's a little paper plate. Taking a look at the top fire type Pokemon, because that's what you're going to want to use to go up against this, as well as the other creepypasta looking thing. You got Mega Blaziken, which is not here. So essentially Mega Charizard. Okay. Shadow Charizard. Okay. Just throw fire at it. Shadow Typhlosion as well. Shadow Charizard again, Shadow Typhlosion, Shadow Ho-Oh, Reshiram, all of your high CP fire type Pokemon. I'm going to tell you that straight up, okay? You just want to hit it with fire as much as possible. We're going to go over and see what I have for my Pokemon and what I'm going to be using. Essentially, Mega Charizard up front, and then anything else I had powered up. For fire type Pokemon here. So taking a look at the third page, there are going to be several Pokemon that are not quite here yet. And I'm going to tell you straight up, things that are going to have a 4 times weakness, even when we're on the third page, these are not the counters. These are just the best fire types. Even on the third page, these are still going to be doing fine. Okay, they're still going to be doing amazing. So you want to just use these straight up. Okay, fire is pretty much the biggest weakness it has. So just go ahead and even use your Charmanders. Sarcasm, but you get where I'm saying, right? All right, moving on to what I have lined up here for my fire type Pokemon. Folks, send me these raids. I am going to be doing these like crazy. So I am actually going to be powering a few things up, investing in some shadows here. We got this powered up Shadow Moltres, which is going to be an amazing Pokemon to go up against this here. So we're going to go ahead and buy a secondary move. We're going to invest those rare candies and purchase that with this Shadow. As far as powering it up some more, I was contemplating putting in more rare candies to power it up, but that's going to require XL because we made it to 40, so I can't do that. All right, never mind. And I'm not putting in the XL candies that I have in my bag because those are going to be reserved for something extremely rare in the future. I don't know, whatever it is. So we're going to go ahead and set up our moves here. Shadow Pokemon are going to outpace anything that you do have in its normal form, unless, of course, it does Mega Evolve, although the Shadows are known to even outperform their Megas, which is crazy to even think about. I guess that's justifiable for their Stardust that you have to invest to power them up. So, yeah. All right. We have our Reshiram 100. We have our Ho-Oh. We have our Chandelures. And, it's like going up against Rayquaza. It definitely has the top Pokemon that you want to use that are Ice. But at the end of the day, you can still use your, not the best ice types that you have lying around, right? You could just throw some ice at it and that sucker's going down quick because it's dragon and flying. Same thing with this one here, Grass and Steel. Charizard blows hot air in its direction, it's just going to puff up into ash. So yeah, Charizard Y is going to be your best counter. Straight up, that's all. Going up against Celesteela, which is going to be steel and flying, well, you can use fire yet again. So I'm not going to say these are going to be the exact counters that you want to use to go up against it. It's going to be a little bit shifted because what's going to happen there is, well, it's losing the grass type and picking up the flying. Therefore, it is going to be weak to electric, right? So you got Zergatry and all your electric types. We'll take a look at that here in a moment as well. I haven't confirmed that it is going to be that yet. All I know is it is definitely going to be Kartana here, which, I mean, just look at it. It's like a, paper and apparently steels and apparently a pair of katanas. So a whole bunch of fun things going on with this Pokemon here. And it is an Ultra Beast, so let's go. All right. You saw that CP. This thing is not gonna be some pushover. It's gonna definitely be interesting. And I don't know how great it is gonna be in the Open Master League, okay? But it definitely is gonna be fun to use in Ultra League. Don't think you can get this in the Great League with that combat power. Ain't happening. Okay? No matter even if you got it down to 0 IVs. I got a Zergatry trade down to some really low IVs. Still not able to get it there. All right, so folks, I'm looking good. I got my gym. I got all these spawns. I'm happy. I'm ready to go for these raids. Let's take a look at Celesteela here, kind of like a refresher just in case it is introduced. Steel and flying, max CP 3,507, attack 207, defense 199, and defense and stamina 219. So it's got a bit of both to it, right? I don't know. You're not going to be able to solo this, okay? Maybe if you had rainy weather and top electric, shadow, Pokemon, fire in the sun, but I highly doubt it. Taking a look at my electric Pokemon, I guess I have a decent lineup here from over the time and past. Haven't powered up a Zekrom or something like that, so we don't have all that going on. I don't know why I haven't powered that up, but you're basically looking at your toaster, that I call it, Magnezone, Electivire, Shadow Electivire, Raikou, Shadow Zapdos, anything with electric that's going to be doing damage. Fire, again, is going to also be good. Zergatry is going to be your best counter, okay? That's it. It's going to be taking a lot of damage depending upon the moves that this thing does have. This nutty looking thing here is crazy. It's like one of their most radical designs, I think. Just crazy. But Zergatry will be your top counter. If you did enjoy this newsflash video, folks, give it a thumbs up. Get ready for Kartana. Let's go.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!